Again, Real Ale 140, guesting on the Real Ale Craft Beer channel.
Yep.
Nice to see you all, especially you.
And you.
Yeah. We've got a beer today from one of the big London brewers, or one of the new kind of fancy London brewers. This is from the Partizan Brewing, and this is their Columbus Cascade effort. I love the artwork on these. Let's give you a second on that. They're very kind of modernist, slightly kind of Russian, you know, it's that kind of end of things.
Yeah.
Partizan with a Z, you know, it all makes sense. They're based in Bermondsey in London, very good brewer, worth checking out, and that's why we're here today. So,
yeah, big kind of, I'm really excited to be getting into this. It's almost an explosion of London breweries that have been opening up over the last year, 18 months, 2 years, which I've not really been involved with. I've not ignored them, but they've not been on my doorstep. But now they are. We found a bottle shop in Cardiff where they've got loads of beer, discount supermarket, and it's a case of go out there and try it. And we've gone, well, Beavertown Art Brewery, Weird Beer, Partizan, which is London mad.
The English scene at the moment is very, very vibrant, and it's not something to be ignored. I mean, the answer does not lie necessarily with Founders or Sierra Nevada or anything like that. There is stuff being made on your own doorstep probably that you don't know about. Absolutely.
This has been brewed with Columbus and Cascade. It is 5.3% ABV. It's the Partizan Columbus Cascade. Beer in the glass. It's nice looking beer, nice and clear.
I've got the yeast in mine now, so you get the slight difference there.
Nice carbonation. One finger head. I think we should get our nose into this. I got an imagination of how good this is going to smell. Oh God, blimey! Wow.
Big hit of that.
Oh, it's so fresh.
What you'll find is that if you're used to beers, I think it's Marsden's that do one that's called, is it the 3 C's? Which is Columbus, Cascade and Centennial. The smell that you get from this is different, very different to that, because the amount of hops used.
The magnitude of it.
They've from the smell of it is hopped all the way through, then probably dry hopped again at the end.
Yeah.
Whereas the Marsden ones, they probably showed it the hops. Sorry, no disrespect, Marsden's, but they probably showed the beer the hops. There's some hops.
There you go.
There you go.
Drop one in, and maybe just take it away.
Yeah. Take it away again. Show it to the next batch.
Yeah, and I think this is. Was it Martin's Triple C? Was it?
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't get confused between the idea of this being those two hops and that Marsden's Triple C.
No, they basically, this is like the Jamie Oliver. They've kind of really put a lot of ingredients into this beer. You can get it from the nose.
Yeah, so you've got Delia doing your boiled egg, and this is Jamie Oliver shoving your boiled egg and your loaf of bread with a bit of bacon and a sausage.
Yeah, this is also
tomatoes, and this is for big boys.
Dig in. Time to dig in.
When we find some, we'll give it to them.
Looking forward to this one. Oh wow. Stone the Crows. Blimey. That's such a good beer. It tingles. It's a kind of tingling sensation that goes on and on and on.
It feels like, it's a really weird sensation to describe, but it feels like it's woken up my eyes.
Yes.
So maybe go, whoa.
Yes. It's kind of, well, we're probably into our 7th beer of the day. But it's a kind of a bang. Wake up.
Yeah, things are slowing down a bit. This is just kind of, refreshed it.
It's lovely. It's full of pungent grapefruits. It's full of pineapple. Is it lychee, whatever it's called. It's that kind of kiwi fruits. It's tropical fruit.
A big tropical hop on, and it's lovely, you know, and they made really good use of the hops in this. In terms of picking out the malt character or anything like that, what do you feel with that?
Yeah, it's is what I wanted to say next. Really, was the maltiness, that sweet malt balances the beer. It's not just
a sack full of hops.
A sack full of hops. No, it's got a good malt build. It's drinkable. It's not quite a medium mouthfeel, but they got the balance right where they put enough malt in there, not to kind of sludge the beer up to make it thick, but it's enough to give you that sweetness.
Yeah, yeah. And at 5.3. 5.3. Yeah, one of those. Yeah, 5.3. It's probably about the right kind of ABV for this style of beer, because I think we touched on the review earlier where you drop it to too low a level down to the 3.7. There's not enough there. There's not enough there to give you the hit and the buzz that you're going to need from all those flavours. This is a worthwhile ABV. This is for me, it's a worthwhile beer. There's so much going on with the hops and the malts. It's really very tasty.
We mentioned earlier with some of the beers we reviewed that you would quite easily turn on your Xbox game, play a little bit, have a sip of your beer, and you carry on playing without being distracted, or reading the newspaper, a good book, and drinking the beer and not being distracted. But this is the kind of beer that goes, you're reading a newspaper article, you're playing your Xbox, whatever you're doing. Whoa! Think about me. What I'm bloody in the room as well, type of thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's full of flavour. It's not to be ignored. That's what we're saying.
I think it's right that this beer is in a 330 as well, because if you're picking this up in a bar somewhere, maybe this is something we should talk about a little bit. If you're in a bar, you order a half or you order a pint. When do you order a 330?
That's right. Yeah.
And this is the right amount of beer. This is the right amount of beer for this size drink, type of drink, I think.
Yeah.
It's enough to distract you. It's enough to give you a little bit of a kick. But is it? Do you want a pint of it?
I drink a pint of it.
Yeah,
drink a pint of it. But what Chris is saying is that you got a 330 of it. You've had your nice IPA. You may want to move on to a stout, or you may want to kind of. It gives you that flexibility to do what you want.
Yeah, it would be nice to see these kind of things in bars more often, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is the key for me.
Your final thoughts on a rating on Partizan Brewing's Columbus and Cascade?
So for me, these are one of the big boys in London at the moment. I'd quite happily, beaver away at their range for several hours.
Yeah.
It's a good set of beer. I love the artwork. I think that's absolutely brilliant and inspired. It's got that, so I'm just going to show it again. And their other labels are similarly, brilliant. It's bang full of flavour, but not in a kind of an unsophisticated, new world kind of way. They've balanced everything very, very nicely. So I'm happy to go with an 8.5 on this. I think it's a very, very good beer, but not quite hitting those very, very upper echelons.
I'm gonna give this a 9. I think, I'm gonna go 9 on this one. I'm gonna go slightly higher, only because I think it's a lovely, lovely IPA. It's drinkable. It's fresh. Again, a shout out to DS Discount Supermarket, where I've gone to buy this beer, and it's nothing worse where you buy a beer and it's old. All of the beers we've had today are fresh.
There's no faded hops in this.
No.
And that's very important. If this had been sat on a shelf for 6 months, I think that would have been bad. So, we've got a supply route direct from London to Cardiff, which if you're in Cardiff, you should go and check. That's down in Cabalves Discount Supermarket. It's very, very good. It's got lots of very good beers and they're all very fresh, mostly because I keep refreshing them by buying the ones that are already there.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, go and say hello to Ali, and he will sort you out with some good beer.
Absolutely. So 9, 8.5. This is Partizan Brewing Company's Columbus and Cascade. Give it a go. Thanks for watching us. Put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer reviews. Cheers.